Hi guys, while Brexiteers struggle to find benefits of leaving the EU, another British firm has decided it can't continue to operate out of the UK and has shifted operations to the single market. According to an article from the Financial Times, Britain's biggest packaging company, DS Smith, will close its plant in Kent and instead expand operations in mainland Europe. For those who don't know, DS Smith is a British multinational with its headquarters in London. They have a total of 29,000 employees worldwide and saw rising net income in 2022 of £315 million. Now, the company is blaming the Tory plan to rip up a whole range of EU laws and regulations, and this uncertainty has forced their hand. The firm's CEO, Miles Roberts, told the paper that the home country's factory would no longer be subsidised by the international operations. But unless the government aligned wherever possible with EU rules on trade, it doesn't see a future in Britain at all. Rishi Sunak, of course, is following in the footsteps of Liz Truss and Boris Johnson, who planned to review or repeal about 4,000 laws that have been on the books since the UK was a member of the EU. The CEO told the FT that the UK economy is one of the weakest places for manufacturing at the moment. He said that factories in Italy, Poland and Germany, with the latter seeing major expansion, are keeping the lights on in Britain, but that will soon come to an end. The CEO seemed to criticise the roadmap Brexiteers have put in front of businesses, one that will see further and further diversion from EU standards and rules. He said that this will add extra cost and complexity that is adding to the growing list of difficulties for UK businesses. DS Smith's management said the decision to close the operations in Kent are deeply regrettable, but it has taken this in response to the reality on the ground. The factory in Aylesford produces cardboard displays for retail stores, and this closure will result in the loss of about 100 jobs. Another Brexit-backing constituency getting done by Brexit. Now, the CEO told the paper that the company's exports have halved since Brexit, and this is due to, in part, the restrictions placed on products moving from Great Britain to the single market. Fortunately, the company isn't planning to shutter any more operations in the UK at the moment, but it is hoping the British government will consider this, as at the moment these operations are in compliance with EU standards. But if something were to change either in Britain or in the single market, it's likely these factories could be affected. Trade unions Unite and GMB, which represent workers at the Aylesford plant, are hopeful that staff who will be laid off can find jobs at warehouses in other parts of the country. This, of course, would require them to relocate. It also seems that strike action was avoided as some workers agreed with the employer an 8% pay rise. But there is the realization that Brexit is impacting the supply chain and there is no escaping eventual job losses. The CEO of DS Smith said that the UK-based factories are now loss-making, and while other operations are subsidised in the UK, he doesn't see this going on forever. So there we have it, another business being forced out of Britain as a result of Brexit. The decision to not align with EU rules is of course a political one. UK-based firms have been crying out for a sensible approach to business post-Brexit, but unfortunately the people in charge have yet to admit that the whole experiment has been a disaster. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.